Chapter 13: Environmental Stewardship and Climate Resilience Under Custodianship. In the face of climate collapse, deforestation, and poisoned rivers, custodianship is not only an economic policy, it is an ecological emergency. We cannot claim to own the land when we continue to destroy it. True custodianship means becoming guardians of the earth, not just users of it. This chapter calls for an environmental revolution, rooted in justice, science, and indigenous wisdom. 1. Land restoration as a national duty. More than 60% of South Africa's land is either degraded, overgrazed, or under threat from industrial, agricultural, and mining. Under state custodianship, all degraded land must be mapped, zoned, and prioritized for ecological rehabilitation. Launch the Restore the Land national campaign to plant indigenous trees, rebuild topsoil, and restore biodiversity. Mobilize youth through the Custodianship Climate Corps, a public employment force tasked with restoring ecosystems. Penalize industries that continue to pollute or destroy sacred and ecologically sensitive lands. 2. Ecozones and strategic environmental reserves. Create ecozones under public protection to safeguard water sources, forests, coastlines, and grasslands. Redefine strategic land not just in economic terms, but also in climate and ecological terms. These reserves will serve as a national climate shields and carbon sinks for generations. Establish community co-management boards to oversee these areas with environmental scientists, indigenous healers, and local leaders. 3. Sustainable farming and agroecology. Industrial farming has destroyed soils, polluted rivers, and poisoned food systems. Under custodianship, ban the use of harmful chemical fertilizers and pesticides in state leased lands. Incentivize agroecological farming, integrating crop rotation, permaculture, composting, and indigenous farming methods. Build local seed banks to preserve and distribute non GMO indigenous seeds. Educate every landholder on soil regeneration, water harvesting, and low impact farming techniques. 4. Water is a sacred commons. South Africa is water scarce and inequality in access is worsening. Under custodianship, declare water a public trust, not a private commodity. Expropriate and dismantle water monopolies and commercial bottling operations that deny communities access. Invest in rainwater harvesting, gray water recycling, and local water purification systems in rural and urban townships. Mobilize every municipality to rehabilitate rivers and wetlands, led by public employment programs. 5. Green energy and community power. The custodianship era must also mark the end of fossil fuel addiction and the beginning of decentralized energy. Rapidly phase out coal and oil through a national green transition plan. Invest in solar, wind, and biogas energy systems controlled at the community level. Establish municipal green power stations run by cooperatives, generating local jobs and energy independence. Ban foreign corporations from controlling national energy grids and mineral resources used in renewables. 6. Climate resilience infrastructure. Climate change is no longer a theory. It is already displacing people through droughts, floods, and heat waves. Immediate solutions. Build climate resilient housing in flood prone and heat sensitive areas. Construct urban green zones, tree lined walkways, rooftop gardens, and cooling community spaces. Launch a national early warning and disaster response system, powered by local communities and technology. Train thousands in disaster mitigation and climate first design through vocational and public education systems. 7. The Green Custodianship Pact. Custodianship is not about control, it is about relationship with nature. Every citizen receiving land under custodianship must sign a Green Pact, a personal and legal commitment to care for the earth. Regular environmental responsibility audits should allocations. Incentivize eco champions with awards, tools, and environmental care. Conclusion of Chapter 13. Be conducted on all public land. Additional land for demonstrated. There is no economy on a dead planet, no ownership on a scorched earth, no justice in poisoned air. The new equation demands that we evolve from consumers to conservators, from short term gain to long term survival. When we take care of the earth takes care of us. Custodianship is climate justice made real.